program.
All right. Cliven Bundy. It only goes downhill from here. Quote, I want to tell you one more thing I know about the Negro, he said. Uh-oh. Bundy recalled driving past a public housing project in North Las Vegas. Quote, and in front of that government house, the door was usually open. Older people and the kids. There were always at least half a dozen people sitting on the porch. They didn't have nothing to do. They didn't have nothing for their kids to do. They didn't have nothing for their young girls to do. And because they were basically on government subsidy. So now, what do? They abort their young children. They put their young men in jail because they never learned how to pick cotton. I've often wondered, are they better off as slaves, picking cotton and having a family life and doing things, or are they better off under government subsidy? They didn't get, and I'm still quoting, no more freedom. They got less freedom, end quote, Cliven Bundy last week. Now, may I just say, if this man doesn't understand, just forget about the picking cotton, all of that stuff. If he really thinks better off as slaves picking cotton and having a family life, if he really thinks that slaves had a family life, just that shows you how unhinged from reality this guy is. You've got to distance yourself. You must know who you are standing next to at all times. With exactness, we will save our nation.
This is the Glenn Beck program.
The Blaze Radio Network.
The right will do this. The right will do this. The ones who are trying to ease their conscience, don't be one of those people. Or those who are trying to make excuses because this is who they really are. They'll immediately go to, well, Harry Reid used the word Negro. Yeah, and don't we know who Harry Reid is? Okay, so yes, we know who Harry Reid is. So let's not, that doesn't defend, that should say, and Harry Reid does that, and I know who he is. Okay, there's step one. They're also going to say, well, but he was really talking about the welfare state. No, you can talk about the welfare state and say that the welfare state enslaves people, but it is not actual slavery. And then what Bundy said after that was, they abort their young children, they put their young men in jail because they never learned how to pick cotton. Well, he just meant that as a metaphor. Did he? I don't know that. Did he? Because listen to the next sentence. I've often wondered, are they better off as slaves? He's often wondered if black people would be better off as slaves. And your relationship. If that doesn't end your relationship with him, you've got to go back and question, where did you go wrong? You wondered if blacks were better off as slaves, picking cotton and having a family life. They didn't have a family life. That's the real key to what he said. And there's no way around that sentence.